Hey everybody, welcome back to GWN. I am Noctera, your host. So I wanted to talk a little bit today about the state of the builder base. One of the things that pops up every once in a while on the forums, and I've seen it in some comments and in other discussions I've had as well, kind of, around the game, some of the clans and the discords I'm on and so forth. It's basically the question, is the builder base dead? And we'll run some replays here. You guys can kind of watch some of the guys playing their games in the background. Sajed and Daniel and GVP all gave us some really great 3 stars, some Jaibox, some ground attacks, Big Barton here that you can watch. So, is the builder base dead? Well, let's talk a little bit about this. We first got our hands on the builder base back in mid-2017, and it was generally viewed as kind of a Clash of Clans version 2, a reboot of the popular franchise itself. Some loved it, some hated the game. A lot of folks, including myself, were really upset that Supercell put all this time into creating largely a new game, rather than fixing the issues we saw in the existing game, where we'd invested thousands of hours, and, well, some of us had invested quite a lot of money as well. At the time, Supercell assured us that they were working on some pretty amazing things for the home village in 2018, and just to, hang in there. Lots of folks kind of, we became converts, and the builder base really took off. And even though it was never as popular as the home village, there were literally hundreds of thousands of players around the world actively engaged in it, building their new night village, kind of battling it out, mano a mano against each other, and a lot of fun was had. Builder Hall 8, which is the current level, was first released to us in March of 2018. Now, Supercell told us that this was coming way back in 2017. They told us that they literally had the entire thing done, all 8 levels, just needed to do some, minor tweaks along the way, some balancing, maybe put this in, take that out, that kind of stuff. And they held true to their word here, guys. I mean, 2017 into 2018, we got all this builder base stuff, and for most of 2018, we really haven't gotten anything for the builder base. 2018 has been the year of the home village. We were given a whole new level of Town Hall 12, massive reductions in times and costs. We got the clan games with new books and potions that were designed specifically to speed up game progression. Lots of events that are launched, literally, a couple, 3 every month. Most recently, they launched Clan War Leagues. All of this was designed to provide players with another form of in-game currency and another way of progressing their games. Clan War Leagues gave us medals that could be converted into either resources or into this new hammer that we've got that actually upgrades the thing, and any objects, resources and all, start to finish, boom, it's done. Between that and the books and the potions and all the reduced costs and the reduced timetables, things really kicked into gear on the home village. And 2018 has definitely been the year of the home village. A lot of people are just doing the home village and have kind of moved on a bit from the builder base. Does that mean, though, that the builder base is dead? No, I don't think the builder base is dead. Right about now, your typical free-to-play player, the ones that started at the very beginning and that have been active, playing every day, is done with the defenses on the game and is really working mostly on the walls, getting their walls up to level 8. With the change of level 6 walls being able to upgrade it to level 7 using either elixir or gold, and we already could do that with level 7 going to 8, things have kind of picked up a little bit on the builder base as well. So there's still stuff to do on there, but once you hit the end and you've got it maxed out, are you going to continue to play? And I think the answer for a lot of people has been no. I think they're focused on the home village. And part of that is, of course, all the stuff that needs to be done on the home village, but it's also what is going on with the builder base itself. First and foremost, we all gotta admit, the AI is kind of buggy. It does a lot of stuff that's really not consistent. The battle machine is probably the worst of them all, but some of the things the cannon carts do, or the archers, the sneaky archers, it really makes you wonder what in the world is going on. The targeting seems kind of weird. There's some kind of random factor in there. I haven't been able to put my finger on it. But every once in a while, the troops will just do something that is random. And it messes up the attacks. And that upsets a lot of people. So if you're going to put a lot of time and effort into playing the game, even after you've maxed it, you don't really want to see that. And the other thing is the leaderboards. They're still broken. Supercell went in last month and deleted out the people that were at the top that were not playing. But as soon as the season reset, we saw the same thing with players being in the top, ranks and not playing the game. They didn't log in and reset. So people are still going to look at that and say, why do I want to play this when I'm not necessarily going to be able to see myself in the leaderboards where I should be, and I see people that shouldn't be there. So, I mean, these are both significant issues that really need to be addressed in the builder base. Even more importantly, why do we have cook times on troops for a player versus player game? Another problem that we see with the builder base and playing it later on. We don't have the motivation of upgrading our base, so why would we want to sit around and wait 10, 12 minutes for our troops to regenerate just to go up higher? Of course, we've got clouds up higher. The bases on the game, there's really no variety here. You only see maybe 6 bases, 8 bases, if you will, layouts. And from there, it's just, people moving things around and kind of changing up what they've got, like their layouts for their traps and so forth. So, I mean, all of these things, they kind of slow the interest in the game once you hit the max point. You put up with it early on because you're trying to max out your base. And let's face it, the whole sim clash thing, like I like to call it, where you're busy building your game. That's a lot of fun. That's a big part of the fun. But once you no longer have that, you need some other reason to play. And for a lot of people, I think that reason isn't there anymore. The luck factor, a low 2-star can beat a high 1-star. So people play with, safe attack strategies like, say, archers and that. It's all of these factors coming together that have kind of slowed the interest in the builder base. And most people, I think, that are really heavy into the game are more focused on their home village anyway. So, is it dead? No, it's not dead. But I definitely think that the game has kind of lost favor at the moment. What does that mean for the long term, the longevity of the game? Well, it doesn't mean a whole lot of anything. We're in a little bit of a lull period. It's not that big of a deal. We're going to get Builder Hall 9. That's going to come out sometime in the beginning of 2019. Supercell's already announced they are, in fact, working on it, but it's more of a storyboard concept, if you will. It's nothing concrete built yet. Darian said in one of the Q&As or the email thread, somewhere along the line, that creating a new builder base level is not that complicated. It's predominantly a matter of building the artwork and then putting in whatever the new toys are in the new troops and so forth, and testing the levels and making modifications along the way to adjust things so that you don't have overpowered this or that. Lots of effort still needed there, and it's a few months worth of work. Don't get me wrong, but it's not as complicated as building the builder base was initially. So it's not going to take nearly as long to come out with a Builder Hall 9. 2018 has been nothing but the home village as promised and as expected. So I don't think we should expect to see a Builder Hall 9 any sooner than the beginning of 2019. 2019's also got that whole Project Clear Skies thing that they've been talking about, where they're going to be working on issues of the clouds. A lot of us who play at the higher levels of the home village run into tons and tons of clouds. And we see those on the builder base when you start getting up around, I think it's 55, 5,700, somewhere in that ballpark. Things start to really slow down. You get a lot of clouds. So that's another major undertaking for 2019 that's coming around the bend that Supercell's working a lot on. And it's a big issue. Most of us who have played this game for a while, our biggest complaints with the game really do reside with things like the clouds and buggy AI or little things like that that just interfere in the overall fun of the game. So we're going to see a lot of that stuff being worked on in 2019, which is good. This is positive. I see a long history for this game. It's been around for 6 years, and the way Supercell is treating it right now, after that kind of, 12 to 18 month period where there wasn't a lot of anything happening, it's great. They've really turned things around. Lots more people playing, I think. I'm seeing people who used to play come back and start playing again with all the exciting new content in that. The builder base has a whole long history ahead of it. I mean, we're kind of at the same point as maybe Town Hall 9-ish, if you will. Not quite Town Hall 10 was a few years back with the home village. I think that the builder base has a lot more content, a lot more possibilities to it, and that again bodes well for the longevity of the game. One of the things that I'm looking forward to is that new mode of play that we're going to see on the builder base at some point in the next year to 18 months. At least I think we'll see it then. We've heard that Supercell doesn't want the builder base and the home village to go down the same path, and that's why we're not going to see like builder base wars. But if you look at some of their other games, like say Clash Royale, they have a form of tournaments, I guess you would say, that everybody can play. I think we're going to see that in the builder base. It's just a matter of time. They can easily move things from one game to the next and kind of adapt and adjust them to the new game. Boom Beach is getting a new warship thing, which is basically its version of the builder base. So all these games can kind of cross over and bring new things in, and that's what we're going to see with the builder base. We're going to see with Clash in general, I think. So is it dead? No, it's not. It's just a little bit of a lull, and I think we're going to see some great things coming up over the course of the next year. Thanks a lot for sticking around to the end of the video. Comments, questions down below. I answer all emails and comments. If you got any ideas for future videos, be sure to let me know. On that note, y'all take care and keep on clashing. Bye-bye.